day 70, would you believe, of the invasion. And the President Zelensky has confirmed 156 people have been successfully evacuated from the steel plant in Mariupol. Speaking in his daily national address, he added that a ceasefire was needed in order to make the humanitarian corridor work.
Well, President Zelensky also thanked Boris Johnson for his warm, friendly, powerful and sincere gesture as the Prime Minister announced an extra £300 million in aid to Ukraine.
Well, let's get more reaction now from Ukrainian MP Oleksiy Goncharenko. Good morning to you, sir.
Hello.
What about yesterday? What was the atmosphere like in the chamber yesterday listening to Boris Johnson?
We're very thankful for all support we are receiving from the United Kingdom, and we're thankful to Prime Minister Boris Johnson for the leadership he shows in support of Ukraine. And yesterday's speech was also important, not just by concrete things you already mentioned. There's military aid, which includes anti-artillery radars, missiles, armored vehicles, but for the main message he sent to us that he is sure that Ukraine will win. That was said by him, and that the United Kingdom will be with Ukraine till the victorious end. That is important for us. We are thankful for this. I was just listening, 5-7 minutes to your program, and I want to say the truth. I feel envy that people are discussing local councils and what will be the tax and things like this, and laughing from politics and things like this. Unfortunately, in our country now we have a situation when we are at existential threat, to be or not to be. This night again, the railway infrastructure throughout the whole country was attacked by Russian missiles. Again, we have an attack against Mariupol, Azovstal, you already mentioned. Again and again, we have these awful, barbaric things. And it's so hard to understand and to accept that in the middle of 21st century, in the middle of Europe, while like most countries are living absolutely normal life, and our country is in a nightmare, in the hell, and we have not deserted in any way. We have not attacked anybody. We
totally
are probably the most peaceful nation on this planet.
You know, I used to. I'm from Northern Ireland. I'm from Belfast, and I remember as a child when civil unrest was so bad. I mean, obviously terribly bad. Nothing compared to obviously what's going on in your country, but awfully bad. And as a child, I used to think, why are we different from other parts of the United Kingdom or other parts of Ireland where this normality reigns? And it didn't reign in Belfast. Do you ever think, Mr. Goncharenko, that normality will ever return? Do you ever? I mean, you must pinch yourself and you must think, why, 3 months ago, all of this was normal, and you were talking about dogs pooing on the street, and that was, the sort of things that you were talking about. And now, what would you give to be able to have that in your inbox now as the biggest problem you had to deal with? It's so sad, and we do feel for you. Do you have any sense that normality could ever return?
Yes, without hope, you can't live. So I'm sure, and I agree with Prime Minister Johnson, that we will win and normality will come back. Certainly after we have the first question is victory. The second question is to rebuild the country after this awful devastation. Mariupol, a 500,000 population city, is just flattened. It's destroyed to rubles, and that is something we will need to deal with. But yes, I believe that normality will come back, like always it happens after the war. But what I really want, just not to allow this to go ahead. It's like, Putin and all this Russian empire, they are like a cancer. They are just spreading and spreading, attacking you and you. There was Georgia, then Moldova, Syria, other countries. Salisbury, they attacked in the UK, other places. Now there's the awful attack against Ukraine. And I want the world to be free of this. And I understand that the only way to do it is to show for the whole planet, because there are other tyrants and dictators, not only Putin on the planet, that the destiny of Putin will be awful because what he did. And that is the only way. So we need to unite the free world, and we need to stop aggressors like him. We need to make lessons from history of Second World War and to stop everything before it will make a huge catastrophe. And I hope we will do it this time.
We hope you do. It's so very sad, so heartfelt listening to you. Thanks for your take, being inside the chamber.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much indeed. Oleksiy Goncharenko there, who is a Ukrainian MP.